Hello everyone, welcome back to Algebra 2 class. Today we are going to continue our discussion about operation of polynomials. In the previous class, we mentioned how to add, subtract, and multiply polynomials. And you already know that there's really no new skill in those operations because those skills we actually already learned before. Today we are going to discuss another operation, which is division. And before we actually talk about divide polynomials, let's check this example. In front of you, probably you think this is really like a long time ago topic because division, and you know that before we use calculator, we actually use long division. This is probably can go back to a sixth grade topic, right? So we use long division to do this. So you may wonder, why do I have to review this sixth grade topic? Because as you can be surprised, we are actually going to use long division to divide polynomials. So let's just quickly review, how do we use long division? Long division, as you remember, we put long division in this kind of symbol. We put number 9 out of this, and let's just review this process. 1 is less than 9, so we are going to skip it. 12, only one 9 can go into 12, and then we subtract. With this 3, we continue move down number here, 37, and then we write down 4, 36, subtract 16, and only one 9 can go to 16 here, and then 7. So this part, as we mentioned before, this is called quotient. I hope you still remember this name, but you can definitely use this chance to review. And this is actually, some student probably already remember, yes, you are right, is called remainder. And remainder as 7 indicate this is not divisible, this number is not divisible by 9 because only 0 can indicate, oh, they can be evenly divided. So this one, as you can see, so let's quickly review this process here. Whenever the number I put on the top, I multiply 9 and then I put under this number, subtract, move down another digit, subtract, move down another digit. This is basically the process we do until find a remainder here. So try to keep in mind of this process because we are going to use exactly same process to divide polynomials. So the operation, when we divide a polynomial, as you can see, the top part is a polynomial x squared minus 4x minus 7. The bottom part is x plus 2. And we are going to use long division to divide the polynomials. Very similar. We are going to put x squared and minus 4x minus 7 inside of the symbol, and then we put x plus 2 because we divide by x plus 2. We put x plus 2 outside. One thing I want to remind you, so you may wonder, then what do I put on the top? Well, the way we figure out, we use the first term divided by x to figure out. So the first we divide x squared divided by x, that's the first step. And this is equal to x, right? So we are going to put x here. And then we multiply. So what do? We use x to multiply x plus 2. X times x, x squared, x times 2, 2x plus. So remember here you divide, and then x times x plus 2, you multiply. Once we have that, you are going to subtract. So let's write down here, you subtract. X squared minus x squared cancel. Negative 4x minus 2x, negative 6x minus 7. And then we repeat these 3 steps again. We are going to use the first term to divide by x, negative 6x divided by x, which is going to be negative 6. This is 4. Again, we are dividing again. So this is going to be the negative 6 you put on the top, and then you multiply. So we use -6 times x, -6x, -6 times 2, -12, and do not forget, you subtract. Remember here, once I finish this two term, I just keep dragging down whatever you have left here. And next part, we are going to subtract again. -6 minus -6, cancel. -6 minus -12, let's write down on the side, minus -12 is actually plus, that's why it's 5. And then this is 5. As you can see, the degree here, oh, we see there's no variable compared to x plus 2, so that will be the last part, and this is our remainder. Okay, so let's review this process again. The very first thing, I need to figure out what to put on the top in order to cancel x squared. So I use x squared times x here. We divide, and then we multiply this, whatever you have here, with both terms here. You get x squared plus 2x. Last part of this process is going to be subtract. Once whatever you have here, you minus 7, you are going to determine, are we going to continue? This is -6 can be divided by x, so I still continue this and then repeat this process, multiply -6, we get another one. Lastly, I repeat another subtract. So finally, I get remainder, and this I have no variables. This is going to be the answer. So the way we put answer here is the quotient. This part is quotient. So it is x minus 6, and this is a remainder, so it's going to be plus. The remainder, this is just how we write down the final answer. You can even, apply to this one, this here. This is just how do we do that. You multiply this x plus 2, this is your quotient, and this is your remainder, okay? So as you can see, we divide, we multiply, we subtract. So you can just simply say, hey, this is DMS for long division. This is how do we do this one. So some of you, I believe right now you're still very confused, like it really doesn't make any sense. Some steps is still confusing. So I'm going to show you another example, very similar to this one, but this time we are going to deal with a little bit more terms here. We are going to we are going to use the same way, long division. And remember what we did before is divide, multiply, subtract. Divide x to the third power divided by x. Remember, you always use the first term to figure out the answer, which is x squared. So I put an x squared here. And then I multiply x squared to the third power, x squared times 2, 2x squared, and then subtract. Cancel, and it happened, cancel 2. So I just move down x and plus 6. So again, you still have x here, so this is not higher than this. X divided by x is going to be 1, so I'm going to put 1 here. 1 times x, x, 1 times 2, 2, and subtract. X minus x, cancel 6 minus 2, 4. This is our remainder. And remember, every single time I use exactly same process here. I just keep moving here. Some student might say, how do you know 4 is not going to be continued? Because there's no variable x here. The reason I still continue because they both have x. You can only continue when the degree is not lower than this, okay? So that's why the answer is x squared plus 1, and the remainder is 4. Okay, so that's 2 examples I want to show you. If you want to practice more examples, definitely email me. I can, show more examples to you, or just let you practice more example. I hope this video is helpful. If you think, definitely rewatch it if you think it's a little bit confusing. And you can even just change the number here to create a new question for yourself to practice. Okay? Thank you so much for everyone who watched the video. Thank you for studying this topic with me. See you soon, everyone. Take care.